You have probably seen this viral paradox online. 1 equals -1. It looks like standard algebra. 1 is the square root of 1, which is the square root of -1 times -1. Splitting them up, we get the square root of -1 times the square root of -1. Since the square root of -1 is defined as the imaginary unit I, this is just I times I, which by definition is -1. Wait, what just happened? Did we just break mathematics? Let's find the hidden error. The mistake lies right here, splitting the square root of a product into the product of two square roots. The rule square root of AB equals square root of A times square root of B is perfectly valid for positive real numbers, but in the complex domain, square roots are multi-valued, and this product rule fails systematically. To see why, we must step away from algebraic notation and enter the complex plane. Imagine the number line, but with a second, vertical axis for imaginary numbers. Now, numbers are not just static points on a line, they are vectors, stretching from the origin with both a magnitude and an angle. For example, the number 1 is a vector of length 1 pointing along the positive real axis at an angle of 0. The number -1 is a vector of length 1 pointing in the opposite direction at an angle of pi. To see how functions like square roots behave here, we use Euler's famous formula, e to the I theta. This formula shows that multiplying by e to the I theta rotates vectors in the complex plane. Taking the square root of a complex number means cutting its angle in half. For instance, the number 1 at angle 0 has a square root at angle 0, which is 1, but we can also represent the number 1 by going all the way around the circle at angle 2 pi. Having this angle gives pi, pointing at negative. This means every complex number actually has two square roots. And to make functions consistent, mathematicians define a branch cut, a boundary line we cannot cross. When we write square root of -1 times -1, the path we take around the origin matters. If we rotate one way, we get I. If we rotate the other, we get negative I. By multiplying the square roots blindly, we accidentally cross the branch cut, mixing up different branches of the square root function. When visualized geometrically, the illusion is completely destroyed.